Guys, welcome back to the channel, and this is my 2023 Rivian R1T. Let's do a proper review. All right, guys, and here you go, the 2023 Rivian R1T. I've had this car for probably a couple of months. I've done a couple of videos, but I started looking back at the videos and I thought, wait, I've never done a proper review of the truck. So let's get to it. Let's start on the outside and then we'll work our way in, and then I've got to go to the parts store to get some parts for some projects that I'm working on. So we'll take a ride and I'll give you my opinion on the ride quality, and yeah, we'll go from there. So all right, so this is a 2023 R1T. It's new to me. I bought it from a car dealership out in Texas. Those are some other videos that I've already done. You can go back and watch those. But this is a pretty cool color. I love this color. It's L Cap Granite. Absolutely love it. It's one of their upper scale paints, I guess. If you come down here, we've got 22-inch wheels on it, and you see the yellow calipers and you see the yellow accent. So this is a quad motor car, so that's why you see that, or truck. So 22-inch wheels all the way around here. The windows were already tinted. I think they look great. Yeah, I can't complain about that. Let's step over here. We've got beautiful, I absolutely love the way these Rivians look in the back. I just love how everything, the bumpers and all, they're close into the truck. They come around with that plastic edging all the way around. I just absolutely love it. I think it looks great. Let's see, the bed here, of course, and then we've got up underneath it, it's a little dirty. There's a leaf. But yeah, so no spare tires, so this isn't the off-road package. Let's see, we've got, of course, you've got the air compressor, and then we've got, if I can swing around, oops, we've got the two charge ports here. Now, one thing I don't know, I need to probably ask Rivian, is you have to come on the other side sometimes and shut that. I'll tell you one thing I don't like. And we'll get into this on likes and dislikes later on, but this right here, it just bounces when you go through on bumps and stuff sometimes, so you can kind of see here. Wish they would have made it a little different. Anyway, somehow another design, I don't know. Of course, we have the tunnel here, or the gear tunnel will come around. Gear tunnel here, and of course, as you can see, we can step up on it. All glass roof. Come down. Let's see, what else? The front. Let's open that up, if I can find the button. Now, I have a video on the servicing of the truck. I had a couple of issues when I first got it. The front would go all the way up, then it would drop some. And they ended up having to replace the actuators, and they had to replace the hinges were bent. Anyway, not quite sure. Got my lock here for the outside. It's never been used in the truck bed. I've got the charging cable that's not been used. I also added, I've got this, but I keep this with me. That's connect Tesla's destination chargers to the vehicle. We're leaving to go to Amelia Island on next week for the big car show, and we're going to take the Rivian. So I just wanted to be able to make sure I had options at the hotel while we're there staying for a few nights. So that is the outside of the truck. Absolutely beautiful. I love the paint. Love it. It almost looks like it's got a little green in it from here. I don't know if the camera's picking up on it, but it looks like it's got a little green for the first time I've ever noticed that. The wheels, I love the wheels. The ride, we'll talk about the ride here soon, but let's go ahead and hop in the car. It's a windy day today. Let's hop in the car and we'll go over everything inside the car. How's that? All right, guys, I've got all the doors open. We'll start here in the back. Plenty of room. I did add some all-weather mats into the back. This one's sticking up a little bit, but once we get some heat here in Alabama, it's coming. I think it's gonna be 77 degrees today. This will start to lay down. You know, you got your screen here. It's a little glare. There we go. You've got your screen so they can do the heated seats or adjust the climate. Pretty cool. Then you've got your two USB chargers here, and then you've got USB chargers here, and then the other one over there. So that looks cool. You've got your center armrest, which I think looks nice. It's sturdy, and I absolutely love having access into the gear tunnel. I think that's really, really cool. I like it a lot, so we'll shut that. Seats back here look just like the front seats, and they're also very, very comfortable seats. You got your map pockets here. Of course, you've got back here Alcantara headliner all the way throughout. You've got the huge glass roof. It doesn't open, tilt, or anything like that. I wish it did, but it doesn't. Little Rivian yellow accents on the side. They almost look like they should be speakers or something, but they're not. Again, just windows. Proper door handles, not buttons, proper door handles. All right, the front, the same way, proper door handles. You got your 4 switches here for the windows. This side pocket here comes out. Absolutely love it. You've got your controls for the seat. And then of course the seat is, will kind of come out. The seat looks really good. This is black, the black leather interior and the dark ash wood here, as you can see. The subtle colors I think look great. The vents are hidden. I wish that they had knobs that you can move back and forth. I mean, absolutely love technology, but sometimes I think we go too far as just to show people what they can do. I just think there's room for errors and things breaking when you have that. You know, we'll get inside the truck here. Here we've got just a standard armrest and storage. You know, kind of, it's okay. It's got USBs here. I ended up putting this MagSafe charger over the regular charger here, as you can see, because the regular charger sucks. It's terrible. It doesn't work. It's crap. I don't even know why they even allowed it out the factory door, to be honest with you. Great storage right here. My wife will come in here and throw her purse down in here or what have you. I think it's great. Works well. Right now I've just got it was raining the other day, so and it was cold, so I've got my rain jacket and toboggan right here. Of course, the screen here, we'll do a proper review of the screen because I want to go over some stuff with you. We'll get the wheel straightened up here. You've got the center screen, which I love compared to the Tesla. Not having a center screen doesn't bother me as much during the day, but at night when you're driving, just looking in front of you, it's all dark. I would love to see a screen instead of always having to look to the right. So very proper. One of the craziest things that the Rivian doesn't have is a glove box. I don't know what's behind there, but it's crazy that it doesn't have it. I don't understand it. Of course, you know, you've got your mirrors here, all Alcantara, SOS button, and you've got your hazard. And this right here is a camera or a sensor or something that is definitely watching your eyes as you're driving. And then you have some sensors here. These are either microphones or something. I'm assuming they're microphones, if I had to guess. A little light, as you can see right there. It's pretty cool. Dash is nice. I did have a rattle in the dash on the right-hand side. Again, that's in another video that I've already posted, and they fixed that. It was a speaker grill that was making a noise for some reason, so that got fixed. Let's see here. Let's go around to the other side. I've already shown you the front. Again, I love these like little yellow accents with the quad motor stuff. I think that looks really cool. All right, the passenger side, again, you've got the controls for the seat. The car's a mess right now, or truck's a mess, but all-weather mats here. I love how Rivian's got their name right here. I think it's so subtle and looks so good in this dark ash wood, and then this material here that goes through, I think looks absolutely great. You know, you've got the adventurous forever, and then just a little bit of the yellow, Rivian yellow accent. Door switches here, proper door handles. This one's got the Meridian elevation sound system, and it sounds really, really good. I've been very pleased with it. And then, of course, this is the sub here for it. Let's see, we can, oops, it goes this way. Raise it up. And then you've got storage up underneath here. I've got a toolkit that's basically got stuff for towing and all that in there, so I just leave it right here. It's probably the best place for it. I had it in the gear tunnel, which is right here, but the problem with that was it would just slide from one end to the other. Even though it was a rubber mat there, it would still slide some. So yeah, so proper place for some storage. And we will shut those doors. So that's the inside of it as well. I think looks really good. I absolutely love this thing. I've never been a truck guy, and this is really starting to change the way I feel. The reason why I got it was, I love EVs and I love Rivian, and I wanted to support Rivian. And then I've also got a couple of cars that I'm working on projects. That's all in the channel, and I need to go buy parts and big stuff, engines, things like that. So having a truck to be able to put things in has been great. So how about this? How about we get in the car and we go take a ride. I've got to go pick up some parts, and we'll talk about the ride of the car, and then close out the video. So stay tuned. Let me get into the car, and we'll get moving. Hello. Let's go on a ride and review the quality of the car driving, and we'll talk a little bit about what I like about the car so far. We're going to do a proper like and dislike video. That's coming up, I promise. But I thought we'd just let you go along for the ride while I go to the parts store real quick, and we'll put it in gear and get moving. Okay, so I've had probably a month or two I've had to be able to drive the car or the truck. I keep saying car, truck. And I think it allows me to give you a little bit of my opinion on the ride quality and everything about it. Let's see, let me make sure I'm good. Okay, so I've never been a truck guy. I've always been maybe an SUV guy, but mainly a sedan guy. And with me working on a lot of DIY projects, especially on my two Alphas that I'm restoring, I really kind of wanted a truck that I could haul things, but I didn't want a big F-150 or even the F-150 Lightning. So I thought, you know, the best truck out there that I can go out and buy immediately is the Rivian. So I almost put an order on one for a dual motor. In hindsight, maybe I should have, for a little bit better range and a little bit better efficiency on the interstate. We'll talk a little bit about that. But I wanted to go ahead and get the car. I didn't want to really wait that much longer to get it. So I decided, and I wanted it in a certain color, so I decided, let me see what I can find. So I ended up finding this one in Texas. Bought it at a significant discount. This has got the quad motor in it, so it's less efficient than the dual motor, but I don't think by that much.
So you can put it in conserve mode compared to having a dual motor and just kind of push forward with the front motor, front wheels. On the interstate only, I wouldn't drive conserve around town. So my first impressions of the truck when I got it was, this is really a smooth vehicle. It really reminds me more of a larger scale SUV compared to like a Y or something like that. It really does kind of remind me of that, of a larger scale SUV than it does a truck. So I really like the ride quality of the truck. It's definitely because of the air suspension. So right now I'm midway up. I have it auto level, so it's going to levelize, per the terrain, the road, or whatever it is. So I just keep it at auto. I also have it kneeling, so it goes down. My wife is around 5 foot, so she needs help to get down off of it. I am going to put some sidebars on it, or side steps on it, so she can get in and out a little bit better when we go taking it on trips or driving it around town or whatever the case may be. But the ride quality, I would say, is so nice, and especially with this latest update, which we'll do a review on. It's gave it another softer setting. So I think the mid or moderate, whatever that's called, let me see what it's called, moderate. So I think the moderate setting was the soft setting, and then they created the soft setting. Maybe that's what they did, but it feels like it rides a little bit smoother than it did prior to the update, which I absolutely love. Another thing I love, I talked about it, is the screen in the front. I think having that is important. I know like Tesla doesn't do that, and part of that with the Y or the 3 is to save on money. I get that. Those are less expensive cars, so less functions, less items are in the car because of that, which is perfectly fine. For the price point, it's a good price point for the car. But I like a proper front dash where I can see my speed, I can look down, I can see everything, and it works well. The center screen is absolutely amazing, especially when you get, you get into the modes where you go all purpose and things like that. You can see the battery temperature, the motor temperatures. You can see the compass, the elevation, your trip, your tires, what your tires PSI are, and then you can start adjusting your height and set it to auto or whatever the case may be. So I think that's amazing. I think it looks great. And then another thing I absolutely love is the fact that you can go into the little gear icon and you can look through, and all the menus are very simple. They're not so sophisticated and so deep the way Teslas are. I'm a technology guy. I love technology, but I love the way Rivian has displayed all the information. Driver Plus, you have all that information here. You have access to the truck itself, so different things of unlocking, locking doors, your units of measure, your place for updates, and then services. Oh, and the display and lighting, I think is absolutely good. And then you have your Connect, your apps, your driver's keys, data privacy stuff, all that fun stuff you have. So I absolutely love it, and the navigation works well. You can choose right on the fly. You can choose your what networks you want to be able to utilize when you're traveling, and the speed of those networks and the availability of those networks, if they work with Rivian and they're all talking together, I think is absolutely amazing. I love the proper horn than when I had my Model S with the yoke that didn't have a horn. I always struggled with that. I didn't like it. I love a proper horn. I think the buttons are perfect in the truck. I love the dark ash wood. It is absolutely, I just love it. I think it's amazing. It feels good, and I love it. I do not like the charger, and that's why I went and purchased another type of a charger. I did a video on that for MagSafe. We all have just iPhones. I've got a cable in here, so if somebody wants to charge an Android, they can do it, but it just makes life a lot easier. Just set it down, it doesn't move, and it charges. I love it. The glass roof is absolutely beautiful in the truck. I always love the glass roof. I don't have to have it open or close. My wife would prefer that, and she's got that in her car, and we're going to be doing a review. We traded her Tesla Model Y in for a new Mercedes EQE, and we'll do a review on that and talk about why we did that coming up in a later video. Again, it's quality textures, the material, everything about it to me is so much nicer than the Tesla. Even the Model S or the Model X, I've had all of the Teslas minus the Model 3 and the Cybertruck. Those are the only two I haven't owned, but I can tell you, this company is light years ahead of Tesla from a quality ride standpoint, just light years ahead of them. And I mean, it literally makes you feel like you're more in a luxury vehicle than compared to Tesla. Now, I'll tell you, the EQE, which we'll go over, that takes luxury to a completely different level with the lighting and all that. Now, one thing I wish, and we'll talk about this in a different video, but one thing that I wish that we could, that Rivian would do is open up the interior ambient lighting and allow you to choose different colors. I know it's there because I saw a video of a Halloween theme that they pushed down to the car or the truck, and it was, I think they were orange. The lights were orange. So I know they can do it, and I know it's there. Please, Rivian, please, go ahead and put ambient lighting in the next update and give us an option to change colors and all that. That would be absolutely great. Okay, so what's a proper review if we don't jump on it here real quick and just see? So I've got it in sport mode, and I'm running 37 miles an hour, so we're not gonna go crazy and break the speed, speeding laws and stuff. But I'm just gonna jump on it and just kind of see. I'm at 36. I mean, this truck, the quad motors in this thing is absolutely amazing. 835 horsepower or something like that. Torque's up in the 9s. It is definitely proper speed. It really doesn't even really need to be this quick for a truck. The power's great to tow, although I don't think I would tow 11,000 pounds in this truck, period. But it is that. So the performance of this truck is pretty amazing. I know, like, when you put it into what I'm in now is sport mode, it's got it goes all the way down to the lowest setting, so you can probably kind of rip it a little bit, carve some canyons, and just the thing just started spinning when I turned the corner. That was funny. Carve some canyons and do different fun stuff like that. I think is pretty cool. I mean, literally, you can go around ripping this thing around town all day long. So I'm at 25. All right, that's a lot of power. All right, but one thing, there's a little hesitation on going. Like, that was a little hesitation. And they've got the road blocked, so I'm not able to turn. So now we're gonna have to go the long way. Not quite sure what they're doing. So we'll have to take a detour. They've got a whole road blocked. Interesting. Okay. So there's a little hesitation when you lay down on the accelerator, and then it just like it's like, oh, you want to go, and it just takes off and goes. So we'll try it again. Get down some speed. All right. So I'm just gonna punch it, and waits for a second. It goes. Now I know from a start, when you lay into this thing from a start, what I noticed is that it rolls into that power. So like a Tesla, it's instant. Just send your head back, lay it all down on the ground, and go. This one, it kind of slow rolls it in, almost kind of like a normal vehicle, really, in a way. And again, we're going to go over the EQE and do all that with my wife's new EQE, but I'll tell you, hers does the same thing. She'll tell me it drives more like a regular vehicle than an electric car, which I think is good for her, and I don't like it. I don't think it's bad. Again, I don't need all this power every day driving around in a pickup truck. So we'll give it one more push, and then we'll be done with the sport mode. Yeah, it hesitates for a second and then just takes off. All right, let me get it out of sport mode into all-purpose mode and go from there. So your modes, while we're talking about modes, there's the all-purpose mode, and I've got it set to auto height, so it'll adjust the height of the truck as needed. And then you've got conserve mode, which is interesting. When you put in conserve mode, you can hear it releasing the motor in the back, like the magnetic lockers or whatever. It releases them, and then you're only going in the front. So you can visually not see it. You can hear it though. And it's pretty cool. It's just like a little clunk or a click or something, and you can hear the motor engage and disengage. So that's kind of interesting. And then you have snow mode, and then of course you have performance mode, which we were just in. So you got 4 modes, and then I think it works great. Then you've got your off-road mode, which brings it up to the highest settings and get it prepared to go off-road. And then you have trailers. I'm not towing anything right now, but you have a trailer mode. I'll get a trailer hooked up soon, and we'll do a review on that. So I think that's pretty cool. So those are kind of the settings and things like that. Again, I absolutely love the ride quality of this truck. I can't really say enough about that. It handles very well. The only thing I hear rattle, outside of them fixing the dash, is coming down my driveway or some really, really bumpy roads. I can hear that back part of the bed that lays up against the tailgate that extends out, makes it flat. I can hear that hit, just sometimes just hit against the back of the tailgate a little bit. So that's a little annoying, but it is what it is. It's nice to have that truck bed be able to lay out. I think you get like right at 7 feet or something like that, which I absolutely love. So let's talk about efficiency in the truck. Efficiency. So I've noticed we've had some pretty cold weather here in Alabama. Of course, today we're going to be up in the 70s, which is crazy. But I've noticed when you're running the heat and you're on the interstate and you're driving, and I'll drive 70, 75 on the interstate. I really don't go past 75. This thing becomes very thirsty in the winter when it's really cold outside. We're at 68 degrees on the battery. I think the other day I was watching it just kind of tick down, driving it around, and the batteries were like 53, 54 degrees Fahrenheit, and she got thirsty. I mean, this is a thirsty truck no matter what. It's heavy, and it's got 4 motors. So it's got all, these batteries have got to release that energy into these 4 motors, and you got hills and rain, and everything about it will affect efficiency and range in your vehicle. So if you're looking to get one of these, I'm probably with Kyle Connor with Out of Spec, his platform Out of Spec reviews and all those different channels he has. I'm kind of in his mindset. I think the quad motor, or not the quad motor, the dual motor is the play here. The quad motor is great for power, for towing, for just ripping it. But I think the play is the dual motor. I think a little bit better efficiency and range, maybe the 21-inch wheels, not the all-terrains, but the regular ones, and the dual motor will get you greater efficiency in this truck and or their SUV than I think the quad motors with the 22-inch wheels. But that's what I wanted. I've been driving electric vehicles since 2013, predominantly as my dailies and on road trips. And I can tell you, I'm fine. I know how to drive these trucks. I know how to drive these electric cars. I can definitely not run out of juice because I understand how to drive them, when to charge, how to charge, so on and so forth. So yeah, so that is the review of my 2023, or new to me, 2023 Rivian R1T. I'm gonna pull in here and get some parts I need at the parts store, but I appreciate you going along for the ride. I've been needing to do a proper review and I kept forgetting to do it. I'm just coming back out of COVID, so I'm feeling much better. I'm feeling like I've got my energy back, and so start back up these videos and things like that. So please like and subscribe, ring the bell. It definitely helps out the channel. I appreciate all of you watching. If you want some specific content on the Rivian R1T truck, let me know and I'll do my best to get that out to you. But until the next video, make it a great day and God bless.